everybody, my name is Miriam Divine and welcome for another one of our daily tarot readings. And this message was very subtly coming out. I had went to go put my old Lightseers deck away, and this card was on the bottom, this card fell out, and then I was like, I'm just going to put it away. Reshuffled these cards back in, and then I started looking for the deck that I was going to use, and everything was just kind of like, it's already been done, you've already seen it. And so I picked up my deck again, and this card was right on the bottom, and so I sort through, and Judgment was right after it. It was quite surprising this was right next to it. And then I sorted through and got this one right back out of it. So this is our message, and this Judgment card, if we really look at it, you know, you hear the word judgment, you think it's got to be like somebody looking over you and saying, you know, I proclaim this for you or whatever. And so this one is slightly different. If we look at this beautiful, like herself coming out of her heart, this is like your soul, and it's inside of your heart. Your heart space is one of the more beautiful spaces of chakra energy centers inside of your body. And a lot of people say that's where the soul resides or whatever. I think it resides throughout all of your body. But this is that beauty just radiating out. Look at the light coming down on top of her. This is your beauty of your inner self coming out. And that's exactly what we got with these two cards. We have the Queen of Swords, which is all about thinking inside of taking action within your own mind. And then we have the Queen of Cups, which is all about taking action with inside of your heart and your emotions. And this is how energy inside of your body works. The mind leads the emotions. The emotions stir up this energy, and the mind leads that, and that's exactly what we're showing here. This is a very, I am putting forth, you are putting forth mental and emotional work into having the most beautiful heart ever. And it actually is work, especially if you're starting off like me or most of us. Our hearts, we have darkness. We don't have this pure innocence of just beauty blowing out of us. And it's actually work, is it? Yes. However, with a little bit of work, this is you. And it's very easy for you. All you have to do, like I said, it's a little bit of hard work, but you got this. I love you all. Bye. Hello, everybody. I couldn't get it under 3 minutes, so we're going to do an extended with this. And we're going to talk a little bit about chakra work. And I know this is not exactly what we all want to hear about chakras. I mean, if we look, and we're going to have the whole shebang, but we look at cards like this kind of like shows moon phases, but the moon phases kind of look like chakras. And I briefly mentioned in the beginning of this on how chakra works, and I've been studying, you know, energy work and stuff now for decades. And so let's get a little bit deeper about chakra work. So, like I said, mentally is what moves or leads the emotions. Emotions, what they do is they stir up your energy. So if you ever notice when you get real emotional about anything, you get angry, you get really love, whatever, you almost get this weird buzz inside your body. That's your emotions. That's your energy inside, your bioenergy, if that's really how you want to feel your energy. But that's how you get it stirred up, with emotions. So, and you can use multiple emotions. You can use negative emotions. You can use positive emotions. But it stirs up. Now, calmness, such like a lot of times in meditation they talk about, especially in the beginning meditations where you're zenning out and calming down, that is relaxing a lot of times your emotions, but it's mainly for relaxing your mind and getting your mind to a point where you can use it effectively. Because a lot of times most of us have this like chatter, just chat, 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 going on in our brain, and it doesn't shut up. It just keeps going. And that emotional chatter is very distracting for moving energies with inside of your body. And of course you have the chakras in your body, and I'm going to go over them real quick with you. You have your crown chakra, which is right at the top of your head, right? That is a very in tight, wait, that might be the open one. It doesn't really matter. You have your crown chakra, then you have your third eye, which is your pineal gland, which is right there between the two hemispheres. It's kind of almost a little bit slightly less than the center of your brain. Then you have your throat chakra, which is right around your throat, right? Then it drops down to your heart chakra, which of course is right where your heart space is. And that's what we're seeing right here, of course, her heart space, right? And then you have your solar plexus, which is right between the sternum, that real tight point, right between your sternum. And then you have your sacral, which is right down inside your belly. In fact, you want to rub yourself in the belly. That's actually a really good exercise to rub your belly, right? They talk about a lot of belly rubbers and Buddhism and martial arts and stuff, whatever. But anyway, and then you go down. And this one, I disagree with the rest of humanity. They say it's part of your sacral, but you have your sex organ chakra, which is basically where your sex organs are. There's a point in behind. If you're a guy, it's in behind the part there. If you're a girl, it's right in there, right above your part. But that's where that chakra resides. And then you have your root chakra under that, which is the one that goes down below your sex organs, down into the earth. So we got these chakras now. And each of them have different emotions, different energy fields. You'll see them in different colors when you start working with them a lot, or different sounds. And those things can also go back and re-emphasize things. If you use sound concepts and emotional concepts and color concepts, you can actually amplify or dumb down your inner chakras. Now, that chakra system inside your body can be used for a lot of things. And one of the biggest things that we all should really look at is that it's good for your health. To have all your, because it balances your organs out as you balance things. So balancing your heart center, your third eye, your solar plexus, your sex organs, all those things, they are very healthy, and you are very healthy when you balance them. You'll look younger, you'll feel younger, you'll have more energy, all these things. And that's why we do chakra work. Now, I know that was a little off topic here, but that's what these two cards and this was directly talking about, was you doing mental and emotional work to open up your heart so that it will explode from inside, so that you can achieve the best version of your inner self in this life. And that's really what we were looking at. So I know this is a little bit off topic. It was a little bit more than tarot. And in fact, I'll eventually get to doing more of these type videos when I get to my new place, when I actually have a studio versus a super messy, small office location that there's nowhere to even get, nice looking. So I love you all. I hope that explains a little bit, and I'll definitely get much more detailed later on. Bye again.